Ed, listen to me. You do not give an inch with Clegg's lawyers. Yeah, I understand he's hired himself a couple piranha. You do what you need to do. He is not to be released. Fine, then send him up here to me. I might enjoy going a couple rounds with them before breakfast and might get my adrenaline going. Listen to me, Ed. He is going to stay here, and he's going to continue to enjoy our hospitality. Thanks. Got a shirt around here? There it is.
What are you doing?
I'm shaving, honey.
Let me rephrase. Why do you run out in the middle of the night and not call and tell me where you are?
You know what? I don't want to get into this right now.
Why the hell not?
Good thing you didn't have a curfew last night.
Hey, I had to work late. Give me a break. It couldn't be helped. And what about you? Why the big rush to get out of here, huh?
Not rush. Panic. Did you forget about my algebra exam this morning?
Oh, right. Your makeup exam. Well,
Right.
hey, listen. Just, relax. Take a deep breath. Just go do the best you can.
Don't give me that. Okay, you know if I blow this exam, you were gonna ruin my life.
This wasn't a dream. I was so afraid.
Yeah, me too.
It is, though, you know.
A dream?
A dream come true.
The world turns.
I can't believe we actually slept all night in the treehouse.
Together. What is it?
Do you know how beautiful you are?
What am I supposed to say to that?
Nothing. Just let me look at you. I've never felt this way.
Never?
Well, it's because I'm not good with words.
That's okay. You're good at other things.
Now, what do I say to that?
Nothing. You're supposed to let me enjoy it.
This feels so right.
It does for me, too.
God, I wanted to hear you say that.
I know that.
So we're gonna start reading each other's minds now?
We already do. I think we always have.
Right from the very beginning. In ways that count.
That's why I tried so hard not to let this happen. I knew what it would be.
That it would get out of control. That nothing would matter except how much we love each other.
I think you're pretty good with words.
Being able to show you how much I love you. Feels so right.
Yes, it does.
I think I've been waiting my whole life to look at me like that.
Even before you knew me?
I've always known you. I want to hold on to this feeling forever, Connor. I want this to be just the beginning.
Okay. We calm down a little bit?
We'll be calm when we get an answer.
Look, I didn't tell you what was going down last night because I didn't want to upset you.
That is just... When you walk out in the middle of the night without an explanation, that upsets me.
Look, I was going to tell you, I just had to make sure I had some facts straight.
Bull, Tom, you're trying to protect me.
Well, that is a lousy thing to do to somebody you love, isn't it?
It's a lousy thing to do when somebody you love is me. You missed a spot there by your lip on the left line. Correct me if I'm wrong, but didn't we make an agreement that we weren't going to hold back anything between us? Were you just humoring me?
Look, I'm sorry. I thought that you might sleep better if you didn't know that Aaron Clegg had hired Quinlan and Switzer to represent him.
Quinlan and Switzer of Quinlan and Switzer?
Yeah, they flew in last night. They're in with Ed right now trying to spring their client on a technicality.
Well, now those guys charge in the neighborhood of $500 an hour. How does a punk like Clegg get that cash?
Sold a kidney?
There's an idea. So someone real important is footing the bill for Clegg, huh? Because he's just a delivery boy, right?
Yeah, he's Penny Ante, but his lawyers want him out of here. Somebody wants this whole bust to just go away.
Well, I want to win the lottery.
Well, the legal pit bulls are going to claim you did an illegal search and seizure.
I told you exactly what happened. Now, maybe I walked a fine line, but Clegg said those words. It was a legal bust, Tom.
Technically, maybe, but somebody somewhere is trying to make sure you can't use those weapons as evidence.
All right, so if these two hotshots say that Hal and I didn't get permission to search the van, then we can't dust the weapons for prints, we can't trace the weapons, we can't use any of the evidence garnered in the search?
Any leads you come up will be inadmissible, and including anything you might garner by interviewing Clegg.
Are they gonna get away with that, Tom?
Not if I have anything to do with it.
Is Clegg out yet?
Nah, I told Ed to hang on to him even if he has to do it with his bare hands.
All right, now let me guess. They're using the girlfriend to dispute this, huh?
Well, sweetie, she was there and she says you didn't have permission to search his van.
Well, she is lying. Tom, I swear to you, that bust was legal.
Guess what? I believe you. But his lawyers are out for blood, and since they're on their way up here, I recommend you disappear.
I'm gone. Bye.
Bye.
Good morning, Tom. Oh, forgive us for barging in on you. Your secretary seems to have left her post.
Well, the door still works. You could try knocking on that, Drew. Good morning, Harrison.
We're on opposite sides again. Haven't seen you since that case in D.C. you prosecuted for the Crime Commission.
I worked very hard on that, Drew. Gentlemen.
Oh, Mrs. Hughes, her reputation precedes her. And it is Detective Hughes also, isn't it?
That's right. Mr. Quinlan? Switzer? Excuse me, gentlemen.
So, Tom, which role will you be playing? Is it loving husband, consoling his wife for her unfortunate mistake, or is it justifiably angry district attorney, berating a detective who has destroyed your case? I hope you don't make the mistake of trying to be both.
Oh, shoot, my book. Thanks.
Here you go.
Sorry.
Excuse me.
Don't you ever give it a rest, Danny?
I think he's kind of cute for a high school guy.
Well, right now I've got more important things to think about, okay? And so should you.
Nikki, an algebra test is not
No,
that big
letting
a
you
deal.
take my algebra test for him, it could be a huge deal, Danny. I don't even know why I agreed to
You
this.
have got to relax, okay?
Okay,
You're gonna be
look,
laughing because you were freaking out.
You better
so
go.
much.
Do you know where study hall is and everything?
Of course I do. I used to
Okay,
go here.
Danny, after it's over, we're gonna meet right back
Here, I got it.
Okay.
You told me that a thousand
You better
times.
go, Danny. You're gonna be late.
Okay. Nikki, we're gonna be all right. Okay? We're gonna be fine.
You better be fine.
Oh,
Hi. You were gone so long, I began to think you'd run away from home.
Oh, well, I had to run off all that food from the party yesterday.
It really turned out to be a nice evening, didn't it?
Yeah.
Folks had a good idea.
Invite the family and friends to celebrate, we're family and friends.
You know, when Mac gave his little speech, I think it had an effect on everybody. Even Lisa and Lucinda were getting along.
Well, you know, when Mom and Mac decide to stop and smell the flowers, gotta start sniffing.
You bet. They're right. We need to remember to appreciate the good times.
And those two really know how precious those good times are.
How do you think your mom is dealing with this?
Since yesterday, I think she's got a handle on the situation.
Yeah, I thought the same thing. Better than. Good morning.
Morning.
We're just talking about your lovely party.
It was nice, wasn't it? Where's Dan? I thought he was right behind me. Oh, there you are.
I just stopped to check the bird feeder. Hey, Kim.
Yeah, hi. Good morning.
Well, have you just the man I want to see? How about a round of golf today? If you're lucky, I may let you win.
That's an offer I can't refuse.
I'll get my clubs.
Dan, do you need any help?
No, dear, I know just where they are.
Mom? Is there some kind of problem?
I wasn't going to tell you, but I guess I have to.
Philip Lester.
Yeah.
You're taking which exam?
Spanish.
Right, Mr. Martin. There we go. Nikki Graves.
Yeah, that's me. I'm taking Algebra 2.
With which teacher? Donato or Grayson?
Grayson?
Oh, yeah, right, here you are. Okay, and you're taking English Lit? Okay, that's it. You have an hour to complete your exams. Please remember that when I call time, you have to put down your pencils and hand in your work, whether or not you are finished. So I strongly suggest that you pace yourselves.
Sounds good to me.
One more thing, as usual, you will find at the end of the test a pledge, which states that this is your own work and that you completed it without assistance. Please remember to sign it.
No problem.
Well, it's getting late. We should get dressed and get going.
Oh, do we have to?
Well, the rest of the world's waking up now.
Well, so let the rest of the world get dressed and get going. We'll stay right here.
They're gonna start looking for us.
Well, they won't look for us here. Nobody knows about this place, right?
Mike does. He was out here a couple of days ago and he found the treehouse. But, he didn't go in.
Good, I'm glad. I mean, I like your brother and all, but...
you still want this to be our place.
Yeah. And I don't ever want to leave.
Neither do I. But I don't want Mike wandering out here and finding out about us like this.
You are determined to be sensible about this, aren't you?
I'm trying, but you're not making this very easy.
Mark, it's just that I can't bear to go yet. I feel like we waited so long for this. And now that it's finally happened, I just want a few minutes more. I want to spend some more time with you here, in our place. Just a little more time so that I...
So that what?
This is gonna sound dumb.
No, it's not gonna sound dumb.
Last night was magic. It was the start of something really wonderful. And I just want to try to make it last. So that I'll have it to remember when we aren't together. So is that a yes?
What do you think? What was that?
Okay, I think I'm done.
Was fast. You don't need any more time?
No, I'm fine.
Did you check everything?
Yeah, I proved it twice.
You sure you didn't miss any of the questions?
Yeah, it was really easy. It wasn't a big deal.
Okay, well, it looks complete. You're free to go.
Thanks.
Wait.
What?
You forget something?
don't think so.
The pledge.
Oh.
Forgot to sign it.
Right. Sorry. Sorry.
Thank you,
Sure.
Miss Graves.
Right.
Okay.
It's just a cat.
Oh, what a relief. I thought that...
Yes, so did I.
You're right. We've got to get out of here. Where's my belt?
Here.
Thanks.
Connor, are you all right?
I thought that when we heard the noise that somebody had found us. I guess I'm not as brave as I thought I was.
It's okay. Your hands are so cold.
Well, that's what happens when your heart stops beating for a few minutes.
Please don't be scared.
I don't know what I feel, Mark. I'm so confused.
You're not sorry we made love, are you?
No. Maybe I should be, but I'm not.
Good, then we can handle the rest.
You know, when I'm here with you in this place, it feels so right. We feel like we belong together.
But we can't stay here forever.
No, we can't.
What are you thinking about?
I think you know.
Cal.
I know it's impossible. I know he's hundreds of miles away, but when I heard that cat outside, I thought for a second that he had found us.
How'd that make you feel?
Oh, God, so guilty.
So where does that leave us?
What do you mean?
What are we gonna do about Cal?
I don't know what to do. I don't even know how to start thinking about this. You know, when I picture telling him, all I can see is his face in front of me and the pain in his eyes.
He's the last person in the world I want to hurt, Connor.
If we tell him we're going to, there's no way out of it.
The man really loves you.
God, he's given me so much.
He's trusted me. He backed me when no one else would.
Mark, we tried to stay away from each other. We have been fighting this for so long.
Counts for something, but not much.
Doesn't really change anything, does it?
No, not really.
You know the funny thing? I think that Cal is the one person who actually might understand. If he only knew what the problem was.
Do you really think he'd let you go?
I don't know, he might. I don't think that he would want me to be with him if he thought that it made me unhappy. He would absolutely hate that.
Could you? Could you really be happy with Cal?
No. I don't think I could ever get you out of my mind.
And I'll never be able to get you out of mine. I've tried and I can't, no matter what I've done.
I know that.
I've wanted to touch you for months. I couldn't. It's been hell.
It's over now.
So we suggest that you release our client with all due speed.
Well, I'm sure you do. What would you suggest I do with his arsenal?
Well, since the van was rented and since our client has no knowledge of the weapon's existence, I think it's hardly relevant.
Well, that would be a point of view, one that I can't quite swallow. Perhaps if your client would submit to a polygraph.
To what purpose? Our client's constitutional rights were clearly violated. His van never should have been searched, never should have been stopped.
Well, we're back to the point of view issue again. You see, you say your client is innocent, and I say I should be charging him with possession with intent to distribute. So this is a real problem, isn't it?
No, not when you look at this clearly as a case of illegal search and seizure.
Drew, you know I would agree with you, but I don't think that's what we have here.
Your detectives were told to be on the lookout for a blue van. Mr. Clegg was driving a green one.
It was the same make, the same model, the same year that our confidential informant told us that it would be. Now it was dark and it was nighttime, so perhaps our CI mistook blue for green.
Or perhaps your police made the mistake.
Perhaps. I would be willing for a judge to make that decision. I'd even be comfortable with the jury. So what else do you boys have?
Miss Tiffany Slavinsky, who was at the scene, will state that your wife did not get proper consent for the search.
Miss Tiffany Slavinsky. Now, this would be Aaron Clegg's significant other?
Well, I can't see how that is at all relevant.
Well, I would just like to make sure I have the players straight. Would Miss Tiffany Slavinsky by any chance be with us this morning?
Well, yes, yes, she's here. She has a statement to make.
Then by all means, let's let her make that statement to me. Let's just bring her right in. I would hate to use any of my force as district attorney to make this issue happen.
Well, I'm sure that Miss Slavinsky would be delighted to speak with you.
Terrific. Miss Slavinsky, I'm Tom Hughes, the district attorney. Please, have a seat. And that is a lovely dress, Miss Slavinsky. Who chose that, Mr. Switzer or Mr. Quinlan?
It was him. How did you know?
Just call it men's intuition. Excellent choice, Drew. So, Miss Slavinsky, I understand that you have a story to tell me.
Oh, you bet I do. The story is your wife's a liar.
Danny, how'd it go? How'd it go?
It was fine. You, my friend, not only have a car, but you have an A on your algebra test.
Yes, way to go, Danny.
It wasn't that bad.
Really, I would have.
Danny!
Yeah, I would have.
Aren't you a little off course? Pretty far from campus. What are you doing here?
Danny knew I had a big test today, so she came to hang out.
Oh, I see. So she was here for moral support.
Dad, Danny is my friend.
Well, we already had a little conversation about how I feel about your friendship, and I know that Susan feels the same way, doesn't she, Danny?
Dad. Look, it's not like we were at the mall where we could get in trouble or anything, okay? She just knew I had a big test today and she wanted to be there for me, so you cannot give us grief over that.
Okay.
Okay, that's it? No lecture?
Oh, I didn't come fight with you.
Why did you come?
I came to take you to lunch. I was thinking hamburger, french fries, milkshake, but if you're on a health kick and you want pizza, that's okay too.
What is this?
Well, I know how hard you studied for this test, Nikki, and I just want you to know that I'm really proud of you.
You are?
Yeah. And I also want you to know, no matter what grade you get on this test, I'm not going to take away your car privileges.
You're not?
No, because that's not what's important. The important thing is that you really tried, and that's all I ask of you.
Oh.
Oh, so let's have lunch.
Miss Graves, terrific work. I just finished grading your exam.
Hi, I'm Hal Munson. I'm Nikki's father.
Hi.
Tell me, did Nikki do good? I mean, well?
She did a great job. Not only did she make an A, she finished in less than half an hour.
She did. You didn't take...
She didn't do what? Mr. Munson, which of these girls is your daughter?
It's this one.
I see. So, what is your real name, young lady?
Danny.
Are you a student here, Danny?
No.
You do realize that I have to report your daughter.
Of course I realize that. Tell me, in this case, what's the punishment? I mean, how bad is Nikki gonna get it?
Expect a suspension at the least.
Well, that blows lunch.
Dad.
Don't, Nikki. We're going home. You should go home too, dear.
All right, wait. Let me just explain. Look, don't get mad at Danny. Get mad at me.
I'm not mad at anybody, Nikki. I'm just disappointed. Susan's going to be real proud of you for this one, Danny. Let's go.
Nikki, I'm so sorry.
I'm sorry those phone calls took so long. Okay, Mom, what were you going to tell us?
Yesterday was such a wonderful day. Seeing Dan enjoy himself with all the people he loves best. I could almost forget.
I know. It was almost like having the old Mac back again for a while.
This blessed disease is so cruel.
Has Mac had another episode?
When we went to bed last night, he seemed fine. Then in the middle of the night, I woke up because I heard the water running. Dan was taking a shower. He said he was getting ready to go to school, but he had to hurry because he hadn't finished his homework.
Oh, honey, you should have called us.
Mom, you don't have to deal with this alone. That's why you're living here.
I really didn't need help. I was able to talk him out of it by myself. And that's the way I'd prefer to handle it, just as long as I can.
Well, I can understand that.
It's just that it was such a disappointment. It just showed me that days like yesterday don't mean anything.
Yes, they do, Mom. Every good day counts.
Yes, of course, you're right. And I know that that's all I can expect. When I see him having a period of so many good days, I get my hopes up. I'm stupid.
Oh, my gosh, you are not. You are dealing with a very painful situation, and you are doing such a good job of it.
I wonder about that. But after what happened last night, can I let him go off and play golf? Will he be safe?
Ma, a couple of holes of golf is not going to hurt him. Remember what he said yesterday? About wanting to enjoy the good times and the good days, as long as he has them. Now, if you keep him from doing what he loves, what's the point in having those good days? Look, if he has an episode, I'll be with him.
I have to let him go, don't I?
You have to give him his freedom and hope that he can handle it.
We're all set, Bob. The clubs are in the car.
Hey, you ready, Bob? Time's a wasting.
I'm right behind you.
Good deal. It's a gorgeous day out there. The sun is shining. The air is so clear, I'll bet you can see straight across the front nine.
Perfect day for golf. So you stay out of those sand traps.
Hey, don't you worry about me. Here's the guy who spends all his time in the bunkers.
Very funny.
So glad Nikki's dad could call you on his bat phone.
I'm glad Nikki's dad could call me, too. We have to talk about this.
Okay. Am I disowned?
No. But if you were smart, you'd get over this attitude right now.
Sorry.
What you did for your friend Nikki was so stupid. I'm just wondering, what was going through your mind? What were you thinking about?
I was just trying to help a friend. There's nothing wrong with that.
You don't see anything wrong in what you did?
Well, I got Nikki in trouble.
Yeah, you got Nikki in trouble. What about you?
I'm okay. I don't go to that school.
You don't get it, do you? You don't understand. You sit there acting like this is no big deal, and it is. It's a lie. It's worse than that. It's fraud. Getting over-involved in Nikki's problems like this is a big mistake.
Getting caught was the big mistake. I hate it when I mess up like that. We would have totally pulled it off if Hal hadn't blown it.
No, it's not about whether you get caught or not. That is not what this is about. That's not the lesson you're supposed to learn from this.
Yeah, the lesson I learned is how to lose a friend. And I'll be lonelier now than I ever have been.
What makes you think Nikki is your friend? She's not your friend.
Susan, she's the only friend I have.
No, she isn't. A real friend wouldn't ask you to do something like take a test for her.
Well, she didn't ask me.
Whatever. Do you think a real friend who really cared about you would let you go through with that?
You don't know anything about it.
I know one thing. You're going to be a lot better off when you stop hanging out with Nikki.
Say something, okay? Yell at me. I know you think I deserve it.
What the hell were you thinking?
I was thinking of passing that test and not looking like a total dork while I was riding my bike everywhere.
Is that all you care about?
It matters to me, okay? It may not seem very important to you.
Not very, no.
Well, it is to me.
Obviously. So, whose idea was it to make the switch? Spill.
It doesn't matter, okay? It was my test. I let Danny do it, and it was my fault.
Nikki, I want you to take responsibility for your part in this, and I want you to stop defending Danny.
Look, Danny was just trying to help me. You can't blame her.
I don't blame her. I just want to know when you're going to wise up.
Oh, and what's that supposed to mean?
First, her help got you grounded. Now her help has gotten you suspended. How much more of this girl's help do you think you can afford?
Danny doesn't mean to make trouble for me,
But she
Dad.
does, Nikki. She does every time. When are you going to get it through your head that Danny is not your friend?
Since you asked about Cal and what I'm going to do,
You don't have to make your mind up right now.
I already have.
Maybe you should take a little more time.
Oh, Mark, I've had time. The last few months, when I've been trying to fight these feelings, I've been coming to this decision without even realizing it.
But things have changed.
I know what I have to do.
Connor, I don't think I can handle losing you.
Mark, that's not going to happen. I would have never made love with you if I were going to stay with Cal. I just have to tell him now.
That's gonna be...
The hardest thing I have ever done in my life. I just have to pray that he will be able to accept it and that it won't hurt him too much.
I'll come with you.
No.
You shouldn't have to do this alone.
Yes, I should. I owe Cal that much.
When?
The sooner the better. I'm gonna talk to him when he gets back from Waco.
If this is what you want to do.
I can't go on living this lie any longer.
Miss Slavinsky. May I call you Tiffany?
Whatever.
Tiffany, let's begin at the top. Now, you say you were in the front of the van with Mr. Clegg when Detective Hughes approached the vehicle.
I already told all that to them.
Well, you're telling me now. Were you in the van on the night in question?
Yeah, I sure was.
And did you hear Mr. Clegg tell the detectives that they could not search his van?
Of course he did. You think he was gonna let the cops look in the damn thing? I mean, Aaron's no genius, but he isn't that stupid.
Tom, I ask myself why you have this obsession to make this lousy bust stick. One might suspect that this whole thing has become personal for you.
And what are you suggesting?
Well, if you're wasting your time and wasting the taxpayers' money trying to protect your wife, I'll have to ask the judge to reprimand you.
You can ask all you want. Detective Hughes and Lieutenant Munson do not need my protection. The bust is going to stick because your client said his van could be searched.
Aaron Clegg knows his rights, and he would never do that.
Are you sure about that? Because on the arrest report that I got, when asked if his van could be searched by Detective Hughes, Mr. Clegg responded, and I quote, "Yeah, right, I'm gonna let you search my van," unquote.
That's what he said, but he meant it sarcastic.
Oh, did he?
Yeah, because right after that he said, "When pigs fly."
Well, Drew, it sounds to me as if your client was playing word games with the police.
No, the matter goes to intent.
He never meant to give his permission.
Gentlemen, we are not going to sit here and argue intent and tone because you know you're not going to get away with that. We're going to deal with the facts, and the facts in this case were spoken by your client. Did Mr. Clegg ever say the word no to Detective Hughes or Lieutenant Munson?
Miss Levinsky, I remind you...
He didn't say it, but...
Thank you, Tiffany. That's all I need to hear.
You don't know what you're saying. You don't want me to have any friends at all, do you?
Of course I do. I just don't want you to have friends who take advantage of you.
But that's the only kind I can get.
You really believe that? Is that how you feel?
Yes, I do. Susan, I'm a geek. I'm like when you were little, you used to call people like me like eggheads and weirdos.
What makes you think you're a weirdo?
Because that's how people see me. People don't like me for who I am. They like me for what I can do for them.
But why wouldn't they like you? You're beautiful, you're smart.
But no one likes me. They just don't. Why do you care? You're not my mother. What?
No, I'm not your mother. You're right about that, but I do care about you. I want to help you. Look, I used to be like you. I used to tell lies. Big ones, whoppers. I'm an expert at it. But you know, finally, it just doesn't work. You have to admit that you made a mistake.
Fine! Fine! I made a mistake, okay? I'm sorry I took the test for Nikki. You want me to write it in blood for you? Would that make you feel better?
Why are you talking to me like that? I am just trying to help you.
Well, you're not helping me. You're only trashing the only friend that I've ever had.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to do that.
You are just like Emily. You don't give a damn about me, do you?
Look, this whole thing happened because I was trying to make you happy.
By cheating? You thought you were going to make me happy by cheating?
You wanted me to get a great grade on this test, okay? It seemed to mean everything to you.
I would rather that you failed honestly than get an A by cheating. Don't you know that much about me, for God's sake?
Look, it just all got confused, okay? I tried studying, I really did, but I knew I couldn't get an A. And besides, you kept telling me that you were going to take away the car. I just couldn't see it any other way.
Maybe I pushed you too hard. But it still does not excuse what you did. I'm sorry, Nikki. I hate to do this, but I'm gonna have to take away your car privileges for a while. You're gonna have to look like a dork for a while, you know. And I'm sorry if I pushed you into what you did, but you have got to learn, Nikki, that there are consequences if you mess up. And you have also got to learn that I mean what I say, damn it. I also know that I mean it when I say that I love you. And it's okay that you messed up.
Tiffany, I have enjoyed our talk. It has been informative. In fact, because of you, I am prepared to proceed and I am going to prosecute.
We'll see about that.
Eventually we will, but as far as today goes, our business is concluded and Mr. Clegg stays in jail.
Just until we get this matter before the judge. I'll see you in court, Tom.
I look forward to that, Drew. Good day, gentlemen. Tiffany.
Are you happy?
Happier than ever. I just wish that my happiness wasn't going to hurt someone else.
I know, me too. I have some time before Cal gets back, so maybe I can think of the right way to say it to make it easier.
Maybe you can.
Have a couple of days just to be together, just the two of us. And I want to enjoy my time with you before Cal gets back.
Connor! I'm home.
by Monet. Join us tomorrow for As the World Turns.